Hey guys, welcome back to another QuBits channel. I am your Discord guy Krish Khatter, and we have today your QuBits session on Metaverse. So Metaverse is kind of it's a very misunderstood term. Is it related to Web3 or is it related to AR or VR? Today we have our very own friend Siddhartha Satyarthi, who is a AR and Metaverse developer and a Web3 enthusiast, ex-product manager at Grappus Technologies. So welcome. Yes. Welcome.
Hi guys. Here we all are, and welcome to the show, whatever. The Qubit session. Yeah. So let's start with the metaverse. So before we start with the presentation and make it all boring, let's start with how many of you do know what metaverse is. Like you can drop the comment, let me know what metaverse is. Like even Krish, if you have any doubts, do let me know. So yeah, whatever you feel about what AR, VR is, what metaverse is, whatever basic understanding is for regarding that topic, do let me know.
I don't know. I get confused about AR and VR and metaverse. Is it like related to? It is very close to
Yeah,
VR and
so
AR stuff. So
so they are all very
I hope
closely
today,
bonded.
after today's presentation, my doubts get cleared also.
So after today's presentation, there will be two openings or two happenings, more precise. One will be you'll be super clarified on things, or you'll be super confused. Now the end thread is yours to grab. Okay, so yeah, this is how some things work. So other than that, yeah, let's start with the presentation. So let me just, and I guess this should work. Not sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is the presentation. So yeah, let's get familiar with the metaverse. So yeah, hi guys, I'm Siddharth, and I work to make metaverses along with some XR, which is called as AR and VR experiences, and make games for the entertainment purposes. Lastly, and like I was lastly acquainted with the Grappus Technologies as a product manager, and yeah, so at the every end I'm upskilling myself every day, be it regarding metaverse, be it regarding your design skills, be it front end, be it product management. Yeah, you do have to upskill yourself every now and then. Cool. So moving forward, metaverse, I guess. Yeah, so metaverse isn't a thing a company build. It's the next chapter of the internet overall. Okay, so like obviously the statement is super easy to understand yet complicated at the same time. I'll help you comprehend all this. So the thing that happens is whenever I say metaverse isn't a thing a company builds, you know what I refer to, but it's the next chapter of the internet overall. So as we are transitioning from web 2 to web 3, we need to know what exactly web 3 stands for, how it works, and how metaverse plays a crucial part in it, right? So if I have to look into these scenarios, right? Oops, hold on. Yeah. So yeah, if I have to look into these scenarios, so the things that are going to happen is, let's just say you're going to get into places that do not exist in the reality, yet you're able to connect with the people who are not there at all, and yet somehow live the actuality of it. So if I have to give a brief basic referencing for that, is something in the animes that you have seen, like Sword Art Online, or in the movies like Ready Player One, where there is a virtual environment, a virtual world, which is highly interlinked with the real world. Okay, so what is metaverse? So the metaverse is a concept of what the many company industry acknowledge, right? It's a single, immersed, and shared present, right? So it's a environment where like there's all the environment is virtual, but it's still single, immersive, and shared with everyone all across the globe, right? If I make a metaverse, if you make a metaverse, that's not what we are aiming for. We're aiming for a single virtual world, which will be different from the real world. Okay, for those who are developers, it is something like a digital world or combining blockchain technology, social media, online gaming, and all the fancy terms under one place. So assume you have world A, which is your real world, and world B, which is your metaverse. So metaverse is going to be for everyone, like 8 billion population right here, 8 billion population right there. So this is something what metaverse exactly is. So there are few key characteristics of the metaverse. We'll go by step. So metaverse can be boundless. Obviously, in real life, you cannot get power ups. You cannot go super saiyan. You cannot have flying powers. So yeah, metaverse helps you accomplish all that. The feeling is very immersive. You have haptic feedbacks, sensory feedbacks, and all the other kind of feedbacks out there, right? So it is gonna be super immersive, so that you can feel what is going on. The third is the social experience. So again, assume you're meeting 8 billion people. You have access to 8 billion people. We do say that you have access to 8 billion people right now, but it is very hard to communicate, be it language barrier, be it social barrier, be it money barrier, economical barrier, anything. It can be anything, right? Some international barriers or whatever. But because it's boundless, the social experience gets immense, right? Then it's always persistent. Like no one is actually responsible. You have heard several times that the Facebook has gone down. You check your Twitter for Facebook down, YouTube down, and all that stuff. But the metaverse cannot go down, right? It's a part of the internet. Like the internet doesn't go down, the metaverse does not go down. Then again, it is decentralized. Not a single company owns it. What do I mean by decentralized? Is everyone will have their equal share and part of the metaverse that they will owe, along with the metaverse that they build, right? So it is all decentralized. So yeah, they don't have control. There will be proper laws. You have to embody those proper laws like you do in the real world. Lastly is the economy. So economy can be digital currency, like your in-game currencies which you have, which you usually play, like you buy skins from for your PUBG or your COD mobile or Valorant games. But again, those currencies are all virtual currency bought by real money, right? And if you assume that this goes vice versa, this creates, like, let's assume you bet some amount of money for playing games, and then you won that money within the game, then you can withdraw that out. So that is what the economy balance is. So yeah, the let's talk about the elements or the key components of the metaverse. It is Web3, as we all know. It is blockchain protocol. It is NFTs. It is games, cryptocurrencies, augmented reality, virtual reality, mixed reality. So yeah, we're gonna go in, step by step for each and every one of these, so that we can understand. So we're gonna take a short break. Any questions for anyone? If you have any questions, uh, any questions? Okay, cool. So yeah, let's move on. So, what are NFTs? Anyone, any knowledge about the NFTs? Or am I missing some questions? Is it something like that? Okay, any risks of metaverse? So, like, what are the risks? Like, what kind of risk are you talking about? Like there are multiple kind of risks. Like every coin has two sides. One can be pro, one can be a con. Like, what are you looking at? That is like the direct question that we should ask, right? So yeah, the risk can be you because the window is open for 8 billion people. It depends on how you interact with them, right? Some games do allow mass murder and everything. So yeah, but again, like Valorant, you play to kill, right? It's a P2P kill. So yeah, so you have to kill opponent in some way or the other, be it by guns, be it by knife, be it by using abilities. Same with the COD, it's a battleground, right? So yeah, obviously these things, if you get them very close to reality, they'll feel real. So yeah, you are gonna have some risks, right? Any other question? Anyone else? Okay, so yeah, moving on. So what are NFTs? Anyone have any ideas of what NFTs are? Ever heard of what NFT is? Like guys, like spam kar do. Yes. Yeah. No. कुछ ऐसा करो ना कि like it should be interactive. I don't want this to be a boring lecture, right? Obviously, we're all here to gain knowledge and give knowledge, but I don't want it to be a boring lecture where I just speak out for ambiguity for like 10 minutes, or 15 minutes, or half an hour. Okay, is metaverse the future of the gaming? So it can be and it cannot be, depending upon how you look at things. Okay, metaverse can be a regular place where you can hang out. Yeah, only but little. Yeah, that's perfect. That's why I'm here to guide you, like what NFT is, what NFT are, how can you make NFTs, and all those stuff, right? So again, it works. NFT के लिए yes 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 yes. So how many with the nose? Spam the nose. Let's see. किसको वेब3 का कुछ नहीं पता है? वेब3 come on. थोड़ा सा. Not clearly, but have basic idea. All of us have, but none of us are sure. Yeah. Yes, for the NFTs. Cool. Cool. Okay, yeah. So let's start with the NFT. So NFT is basically a non-fungible token. Okay. So what is a fungible token and what is a non-fungible token? The basic difference is, let's assume you have a 10 rupee note, right? My 10 rupee note have the same value as your 10 rupee note. That's the same everywhere, right? I'm a fan of Web3. Yeah, but yeah, sure, that's nice. I have basically have no idea. Please enlighten me. That's why I'm here, my friend. I'll enlighten you. Okay, so moving on. The NFTs, like assume you have a 10 rupee note and I have a 10 rupee note. Dude, that's like very, high level stuff. Let's calm down, right? We are understanding in the terms of layman language, okay, what NFT is. So let's assume you have a 10 rupee note, I have a 10 rupee note. Now, if you want, if you go to a shop, every 10 rupee note is going to be the same, right? But assume that every 10 rupee note has a serial number in it, right? If you have seen some serial numbers on the notes, there is a serial number. Now, assume that a serial number comes with the printing of 00001. So now, if someone pays you extra, like the currency value is 10 rupees, but if someone says, I'll pay you 1,000 rupees for availing that special number on 10 rupee note, that is what's going to make it unique, that serialization, right? So that serialization becomes a non fungible token, because now that 10 rupee note will not be a 10 rupee note anymore. It will be a serialized token, which is going to get transferred if you pay enough, right? So an NFT, or a non-fungible token, is a digital asset describing real world objects like art. So now, instead of 10 rupee note, you have art, in-game items, music, videos, right? That can be bought and sold online with the cryptocurrency. Now the hash code parts comes in, right? You have a hash node, you form a handshake, then you process the fee and all that stuff, right? So this is how stuff goes. So yeah, it allows the user to have the full ownership. Again, that 10 rupee note is a 10 rupee note, right? If you go and spend it in the market, it's a 10 rupee note. But if you create it as an NFT with the serial number of 00001, it's going to be a non-fungible token. Its value is going to upstake, and if you then change it or transfer it, it's going to act like for whatever price you bought it. But again, yeah. So NFT clear हुआ, थोड़ा सा clear हुआ. जिसको नहीं clear था, ये चीज तो मैं देख चुका. जिसको नहीं clear था वो yes लिखो. Come on guys, जल्दी थोड़ा सा active. Is clear. Thank you. It means a lot, मतलब. Still thanks. So okay, again इस slide पे हमने बहुत सारी भारी terms देखी, right? Web3, blockchain protocols and all that stuff. So yeah, let's move on to the next. So let's go games. Games तो सबको पता है यार. Clear. Thank you. Yeah, so games. Everyone knows games. Everyone play games. You have played online and offline games. बचपन में सबने क्रिकेट खेला है, और कौन सा खेला, हॉपस्कॉप खेला है, खो खो खेला है, whatever the games, वो फुटबॉल, बास्केटबॉल, I know these games, टेबल टेनिस, all the offline games, right? जिसके कंपटीशन होते हैं बड़े बड़े, फीफा, क्रिकेट, ICICI, वर्ल्ड कप, IPL. Big Boss is not a game. Okay. Yeah. So again, these are some, like, Big Boss can be treated as a game, but okay. Yeah. So moving on. So these are some offline games that you play. Moving on to the online games. The e-game is like a very nice section nowadays where you play Valorant, you play COD, you play PUBG, you play CS:GO. There is then Leagues of Legend, Dota 2. Yeah, I know these many. There is FIFA as well, I guess. But okay. Yeah. So these are all the games, right? Now, how can you make games come into Web3? That's the main question, like we got asked before, that is Metaverse the future of the gaming? So for that to happen, we need to have games to be interlinked with your NFTs and blockchains and all that stuff, right? So yeah, it's one step at a time. So assume you have some NFTs. NFTs are like skins, right? So let's assume PUBG decides to make an Arctic Glacier. Now, for Arctic Glacier, everyone can buy that if they have the money. But what if that skin was exclusive for 100 count? Irrespective of how much money you pay, If the 100 are over, they are over. This is what something NFT is, right? So like assume you have some exclusive looking theme pack and you decided that there'll be only 100 copies around it all over the world. Okay, they can never be copied, they can only be bought or be sold. Like assume I bought it in the 100 go, and after 1 year I decide to sell it. Obviously they're gonna people gonna bid on it and I'm gonna sell it to the highest bidder. But I bought it and there are only 100 copies of it. Okay, now if I sell it to you, the ownership is going to transfer to you. This is what NFT is like. So it can be in-game assets, it can be exclusive guns, it can be exclusive skins, exclusive player skins, whatever, right? यहाँ तक सब मेरे साथ है. Yes, 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 yeah, no, 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 no. Yeah. Okay, what about else? Like rest, not else, rest. English. What about the rest? Come on guys, थोड़ा सा ये spam कर दो ना, थोड़ा सा. Little, little, yes. Why type कर दो यार. Okay, I guess. Okay, so moving on. Coming to the blockchain protocols. Again, the Web3 guys and people will know what Web3 is, what blockchain protocols are. Everyone knows what blockchain protocols are, I guess. For the Web3 guys. For the Web2 guys, I'm here. Right. Okay, so blockchain protocols are nothing but some protocols that are used to manage the blockchain network. अगर मैं एक सिंपल भाषा में बात करूं, so you have some data that is to be transferred from point A to point B using some rules that are only available for a specific network, right? Got it? So if you have to, let's say, send a file, like I'm the owner and I'm selling something out, and you are the buyer, you're buying that thing from me, and we want the transaction to take place. It's going to take upon the blockchain network, right? So there's going to be a proper handshake. Some bits and pieces of the data is going to go until you receive the entire data, and I sell out my entire data, right? This transaction is going to get watched by someone else, which is called a miner or a transact overlooker, who then sees that if the transaction is complete, and then they get some of their, like, how this is how people do minting, right? Some transaction take place, you mint something out of the transaction so that you can get your own incentive for overlooking that transaction, right? So this is something called as minting, or like, mining. Not minting, something mining. Minting is when you have the 100 of them and then you just buy the exclusive ones. That is minting. Or minting is something other than that, like let's say some random generator is out there, right? You can get a legendary, you can get a normal. It's totally your luck. That is what exactly mint is. Minting is like the random box where you put in the hand inside and pull out. It can be a legendary ball, it can be a normal ball, right? So these are the blockchain protocols. Again, the topic for today's discussion is metaverse. Blockchain is just a certain part of it which can be used for networking. Networking can be done via multiple things. Okay, so cryptocurrencies and tokens, right? Again, because the network has been established, something has to go over. The thing that goes over via blockchain network is currencies and tokens. They do not send packets and datas, right? So cryptocurrency is a virtual currency. We all know that, right? It is a tradable asset. Again, it resides within the blockchain. We don't have any physical embodiment of it, but again, you can invest it, buy it, sell it, whatever you feel like. So this is all the cryptocurrencies and tokens. Moving on to where I come in, right? So यहाँ तक अभी सबका क्लियर हुआ, यहाँ तक सबको समझ आ गया कि भाई NFT किसे कहते हैं, गेम्स क्यों होती हैं, टोकन्स क्या होते हैं, क्रिप्टो करेंसी क्या होता है, ब्लॉकचेन नेटवर्क क्या होता है. Like, is it all clear? Yes. Okay. Why can't we use Web2 technologies with the metaverse? Okay. So there are multiple reasons for not using Web2 technologies with the metaverse. One is the token that you have. Okay, so if you have played GTA 5, right, it's an open world game. Now assume GTA 5 in VR with the same thing as GTA. Obviously now mods will come in, people will come in with exclusive skins and everything, right? But where does the sense of ownership then goes? In the real world, assume that there are only 100 notes of 10 rupees, or like, okay, there is only one Mona Lisa, right? Now assume that Mona Lisa is for sale. Okay, there is one Mona Lisa. That is what non-fungible token is, right? There is only one starry sky. There is only one, the first plane, right? There is only one of those things, right? So obviously people are going to bid on it. So why we need Web3 technologies is so that we can have the sense of uniqueness into it, right? Obviously, if you get some skin, you can mass buy that skin, right? If you play Valorant or you play any game, they have some skin. Let's say a new skin pack came out. Now, if hundreds of people have money, hundreds of them are gonna buy it. If thousands of people have money, thousands of them are gonna buy it. But what if we say that yes, there is a new skin, but only the 100 will be able to buy it, and then it's your choice if you keep it or buy it on further. This is what where the metaverse comes in. The uniqueness of the ownership. The metaverse entirely focuses on the uniqueness of the ownership. Okay, if you have something, good, but it will be unique to you, right? Even if it's mass produced, like say food is mass produced, but again you have to buy it. Then that food becomes yours. No one else can eat it on the very small scale which is available to the masses. The food is yours to eat if you pay for it. Okay, this is how metaverse work with the web3. Web2 has this major flaw that you don't have the uniqueness of ownership. थोड़ा clear हुआ यशस? और बाकी सबको भी, बाकी मतलब who were confused with the same question or had something around this question. Yeah, cool. Yeah, got it. Welcome. Okay, so moving on. How many of you have little bit idea of what AR VR is? Okay, let's say you are an AR. Okay, so let's focus on the people who are from the AR domain. AR domain, right? Fire emojis. Let's spam with the fire emojis. If you have ever heard of the term spread fire emoji, you know what AR is. Spread double fire. You have worked in AR. Spread triple fire. Just spread fire right now. Yeah, I'm waiting for this fire, guys. Come on, jaldi jaldi. Yeah, you have heard it. Nice one, nice one, nice one. More fires, guys. Come on, we can do it. Let's do it. Come on. Double fire if you have seen the AR and implications of it. Triple fire if you have worked on it. Four fires if you're a hardcore AR programmer. Like yeah, just increase the number of fires according to your level. Come on. We got just one fire out of all the people that are watching. ऐसा थोड़ी होगा. Come on, जल्दी जल्दी. Zero fires. कभी सुना भी नहीं यार क्या होता है. Okay, we have people like zero fires. Okay, come on. उसके लिए भी I am here. I got you covered. आज तुम ऐसे इंटरमीडिएट लेवल यार एक्सपर्ट बन के जाओगे. तब फिर कोई तुमसे पूछेगा ना, बोले हाँ पता है ये तो बहन ने बताया था. ठीक है. So yeah. Anyone else with the fire? Come on. That's a single fire. That's worthy of single fire. Come on. Heard it. The real experience बहुत बात की बात है. Heard it, single fire. Real experience, single fire. ठीक है. Experiences first hand, double fire. Right? Worked on it somewhat, 3 fires. Expert at it, 4 fires. Come on, add fires. Come on, jaldi jaldi. But that's the spirit. That's the spirit. What about the rest? We have only 3 fires with us now. I need more. Come on. You'll make me cry, guys. ऐसा मत करो. Okay, so the AR part is sorted. Let's start with the VR part. So for the VR part, we're gonna use a party emoji. Yeah, let's go with the party emoji. Yeah. So ever heard of VR, single party? ever experienced VR first hand, double party. Worked on it, triple party. Code VR on regular basis, four parties. Come on, spam with a party. Party emoji, party emoji. Party emoji is that one, yeah, where the guy blows out something or the confetti wala, whatever those emojis are. Yes, this one. Yes, yes, yes. Experienced VR. We have some VR experiencers amongst us. Yes. More, more, more. Let's get more emojis. Let's get spammed with emojis for now. Okay, so let's move on. Okay. Yes, double emojis again. Experience. Okay, we have more VR guys than we have AR guys. Nice. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. So okay, now let's see. Okay, how many of you use Snapchat on a regular basis? Let's start from there. For Snapchat, we're just gonna get a Y from everyone, or yeah, Snapchat ke liye Y, spam Y. Ever used one Snapchat, twice Snapchat, thrice Snapchat, but use it on regular basis, make streaks, whatever you use it for. I don't care. You use Snapchat. That's what the main question is. Even अगर phone भी installed है, app like not phone, app installed है phone के अंदर तो भी yes. Let's get wise. Yes, Yash is a streak guy. I get it. Cool. Okay, yeah. So in the Snapchat, have you ever used filters? Right? Everyone has used some or the other kind of filter while sending it. Okay. Yo, Krish. Again, so again, for the Snapchat, you have used some kind of filters, which is like a popular girls filter is the dogs filter, or maybe some flower filters or some heart filters or some alien filters or whatever those filters are, right? So augmented reality is they are augmenting something that exists virtually onto the physical world, right? Your face is getting recognized and then those stickers are getting placed on your face. That is what AR is. Everyone has used AR irrespective of how you use it, or if you have never heard of it, you have used AR without knowing that you're using AR. AR is that feasible now. Facebook filters, Instagram filters, TikTok filters, Reels filters, whatever the filters are, all kind of filters use some kind of AR technologies that makes you augment things over the real world. That's 10 minutes of my day. I mean, so yeah, cool. Again, so these are all some kind of filters. All the filters are what AR is, right? So the end goal is to make reality and augmented reality get closed with each other. What exactly is in an AI? No, it's not AI nor it's AR. It's something else. I'll elaborate it later. But yeah, let's first focus on AR and VR. Cool. After this I'll cover that. So okay, again, so augmented reality is something that enhances the real world using some visual sensory elements such as sound, imagery, visualization, placing objects on your skin, making your skin beautiful, adding some background to your objects, making your background blur. Even this blurry effect is part of AR and AI combined all together, right? So yeah, this is what AR is. Again, virtual reality. Virtual reality is exactly this thing, right? If you can see the cursor, virtual reality is this headset where you get cut from the real world and you're entered into another world, right? So it's something like, it creates a different world where you step in. You must have seen all these guys playing Beat Saber all day long. So this is what they are doing. They are cut from the real world and then they are moved to a different world, to the world of Beat Sabers, where they play that game, right? So, yeah, who have more insights on AR VR now? Um, let's not talk about that. That's a dark topic. Let's leave it for some other conversations. But again, okay, so let's see who are now clear with the AR and VR. So, for the AR and VR clarification, let's react with double heart. If you had no idea and you're clear now, double heart. If you're super clear, triple heart. पहले से पता था, मैंने थोड़ा सा और value add किया, four hearts. Can I have Insta ID? You already have your Insta ID. Why do you need my Insta ID? Okay, you'll get it at the end, maybe. No issues. But yeah, let's react with the hearts for now. I need heart, guys. Come on, show some love. Hearts. Come on, guys. थोड़ा सा. Black hearts. Boys on कर दिया. Never mind. Yeah, 4 hearts, 5 hearts. Spam the hearts. Spam the hearts. Spam the hearts. Come on. Just one spammer. Oh, ऐसे नहीं चलेगा. Okay, good question, Krish. Just imagine the future you use VR without having such machines and all that stuff, and people don't know that you are in the VR. Again, VR is going to be a separate world, but these machines are being made, and that is a part of the AR community. Okay. 100 hearts. I don't know. Maybe some interpretation of the software. I don't know. Never mind. But yeah, red hearts is all love. Cool. Okay, yeah. So again, the AR part and the VR part. If you are a imaginative guy like me, you know what the difference is between AR and VR. If you're not, then I'm sorry. Okay. So moving on. So what is Web3 and Metaverse? The difference between the Web3 and the Metaverse. We have been talking about maybe. So yeah, so we are talking about Web3, we're talking about blockchain and everything, all that together. And now we're talking about the Metaverse as a separate topic, right? So how is it different? So these two things are very much different yet same and connected at the same time. So किसी को difference पता है? Any inputs? Anyone? Anyone? Any kind of inputs? What exactly is mixed reality? Okay, we are talking about mixed reality after this. I'll come to that question. Just remind me again. But for now, I need answers for the Web3 versus Metaverse. Okay, let's react to the cross if you have no idea what Web3 is and what Metaverse is. Okay, or wait, let's react with you have no idea what the difference between is with the cross. Okay, yeah. Web3 is the World Wide Web, Metaverse is the browser. No. Yeah, I got that, but no. And yes, but again, depends on how you use it. So yeah, let's react with the cross and the tick if you know the differences, and if you don't know the differences, I'll ask the differences and explain them later. Yeah, let's just get some reactions up fast. So where the crosses or the ticks, whatever. Guys, reactions, a cross or a tick. Achha, whosoever is able to figure out the differences with my talks up till this point also can react with the tick, right? If you are not able to understand still, react with the cross, but react first. Jaldi react. We need some reactions, cool reactions. Okay, if an app is decentralized, it is Web3, yes, but Metaverse is also decentralized, so it's all Web3. Again, it's a point of interest and point of question. So yeah, we need some reactions, guys, reactions का है. बाकी सबसे मैं काम चला लूँगा. Reactions चाहिए मुझे. Web3 is more of transaction, yes and no. Wait. Okay, cool. Let's solve it one by one. Cool. So, okay, so Web3 is something like the Web2. It's available. Similarities सबको पता होती है, differences पता होती है तब मजे आते हैं ना. Everyone knows similarity. They are all part of the same function. They're all part of so and so group and everything. Everyone knows that, right? But again, no one knows what exactly is going on in the Web 3, nor they know that what is going on in the Web 2. Just give me a second. Dude, why will I sell pyramid schemes in the name of Web 3? Since when do we do that? I mean, that will be interesting if someone is getting scammed in such manner. But no, no, Krish, no. Cool. Okay. So Web3 is all about decentralized ownership. Dude, let's not go there. Dark corners again. Okay, so yeah, Web3 is all about ownership and control and putting the internet on the hands of user, right? Where everything gets decentralized, you have the ownership of the internet, you have the ownership of everything. That is what Web3 is. Metaverse, on the other hand, is like a digitally shared experience. Okay, so when I say digitally shared experience, what I mean by that is like, something where you can feel others, not just emotions, the touch and all that other things, along with emotions and like what others are thinking and how they're reacting and all that other stuff, right? So yeah, and Metaverse doesn't care actually who owns what. So Metaverse is not about the ownership; it's about the feeling of being together while yet being apart in the real world. Right? You can connect with your person via Metaverse, close to close, yet when they are sitting like miles apart in some other country. Right? So this is what a basic difference is. So कुछ clear हुआ? कुछ clear हुआ? Let's get a reaction of, I don't know, some stupid emoji. Let's go with a thumbs up. Let's go with a thumbs up. Let's go with a thumbs up. Dude, you're using a skull emoji continuously. You have emoticons. Oh, no, let's go with a thumbs up. So yeah, let's go with thumbs up. Let's go with thumbs up. So कुछ clear हुआ? Okay, let's go with thumbs up if little bit things were clear. Double thumbs up if you got the proper definitions of what Web3 and Metaverse is. Triple thumbs up if you already had some clarity and I added to it. And thumbs down if you want me to explain it again. Triple thumbs up, I like it. More thumbs ups, guys. Okay, let's see some of the questions. So we have no questions. Cool. So we need thumbs up, guys. Guys, thumbs up, thumbs up. Fatafat se. You haven't seen me chat then. I'm dead inside. Youth icon. Oh, that's Sanmay, but sorry. The Web3 icon. Cool. More thumbs up, guys. More thumbs up. Come on, fatafat. थोड़ा तो react करो. Okay, just one more reaction and we'll move to next slide. Nice, thanks. Okay, so again, this is same yet different. So there's not an agreement on what the metaverse is, even though one company has changed its name in the anticipation of defining it. We all know what we're talking about, yet we're not gonna step in the bounds of those realms. So moving on. So yeah, some of the metaverse projects, if you're very much interested into it, some of the metaverse projects are Decentraland, everyone has heard of it. The Sandbox, everyone has seen ads on it. Axie Infinity is the nice game. Like if you do like okay, so the Decentraland and the Sandbox is like the all known, well known projects. The Axie Infinity, Blocktopia, Roblox, Star Atlas, and Robot Era are some of the ongoing and upcoming projects. Roblox is something which worked on Web 2 and is now shifting to Web 3 simultaneously. Okay, so conclusion is like this brings us to the end of the PPT, where the conclusion is the metaverse technology will bring some of the particular changes. Some of the issues can be resolved by making slight or significant modifications to the company's operation. You know, as you talked earlier, metaverse will usher a new era of consumer behavior. But again, it's all fancy. I guess can AI? Okay, yeah. So let's yeah. So this concludes the PPT. If you want to connect, you can use this QR. And yeah, let's focus on the question. Okay, who is Tanmay Bhatt? Watch more YouTube, my friend. You'll get metaverse icon now. Okay, I'm keeping this Web3 icon. Yes, I found new goal. Okay, news for few days. Siddhartha Satyarthi. Fine. I wish that does not happen, but okay. Can AI and metaverse both go together at large scale? Okay, so they both are going at large scale altogether. Okay, assume you make some art that is based on AI because you're good at, you know, conveying things what you want to get generated from the computer. Now you just attach a token to it, so it's something like that. But again, I won't suggest you to do AI and metaverse or like AI or NFT and all these stuff goes hand in hand. But yeah, they are all good things. So you need AI in somewhat scale. Like let's say NPC conversations are to be picked up at random, right? If you let's suppose you are talking in an angry mode, you don't want NPCs to talk like, "Hello, traveler. I hope you had a very beautiful day." We don't want that, obviously. We want the anger to be in the response of anger, like something like, "Yes, traveler. I get that you are in pain and misery and all that." Yeah, metaverse is all about gaming, yes and no. Metaverse is like okay, so if I have to elaborate, I am a gamer guy. That's why I consider metaverse as a gaming, but it's not exactly as a gaming. Okay, it is just like real world.
Yo, I'm back.
Yo, so
Yo.
dude, I prefer Web too much, but okay, because again, Web 3 is the mass, and I don't have Ethereum lying around with me. So again, few of the questions. So, Krish, do you have some questions for us, or do you?
Yeah, I have a question.
Yeah, please go on.
If like when I saw the first slide, it's like I was it's like Web3 or it's like AR VR. It's like everything. It's like a superset
Yeah,
of everything, the
yeah,
metaverse.
exactly. Yeah, so
So can
metaverse
you
is
like provide a robust roadmap for our audience if someone has to be a someone has to be a metaverse developer? Is there a clear cut roadmap? Because it's like kind of a superset of everything. You have to
okay. Yeah,
go here and
yeah.
there.
I agree. I agree. No less.
Yeah.
I agree. No less. So for a clear cut, it depends again. Like all the Web two technologies have some front end, some back end. Again, for this metaverse things, which are not games. Roblox have some projects which is not games, but again, these are like very little to die too early projects, right? And there are few projects like yeah, no. No. Okay. So yeah, so for the clear cut, you have front end, you have back end. For the front end, I personally use Unity game engine along with some networking solutions for it. And like again, it's all gaming and intensify stuff. You have to keep the optimizations in check and all the other stuff. Other than that, for the back end, you have all the blockchain technologies like Solana, Rust, and Go, which help the blockchain to be maintained. And then there is like server side and networking and interlinking between these two things. So that depends on how you do stuff.
So
So yeah,
if someone has to go someone has to become a Web two developer and has to do a full stack Web two, so there is a MERN stack. Is there kind of a stack for this metaverse you could
not
prefer?
yet,
Like,
not yet, not yet. So I'll just say it's not there yet because something like this is going to be super vast. Again, game engines in themselves are super vast and they're expanding day by day. Unreal Engine is so vast that I cannot even like get to comprehend it on my level. Unity is something I have comprehended something about 60%, but again,
okay,
it's
there is
way
a
too immense. What is your opinion on rug pulls? Elaborate rug pulls. एंड वेब फाइव व्हाट इज वेब फाइव अभी थ्री तो आया नहीं अच्छे से ये वही होते हैं तुझे पता है यूएस में ना आईफोन 14 निकल चुका है और अगेन नेवर
Yeah,
माइंड
also I
सो
had a question personally, if I
या
want,
प्लीज
like you would like to know.
या
How much Web 2 you need to know to enter like Web 3 and the metaverse kind of thing? Because it is, as you mentioned, that there is no clear roadmap kind of thing. So someone has to start from Web 2. How much
yeah
Web 2
so
you have to
so
do
again
and
okay so I personally did gaming and gamification of all the things altogether, right? So this was like Yeah, so this was for me. Like when you game a lot, at some point you wonder how the game is made. So that was the roadmap for me. The roadmap I took personally was I googled how to make games. The first engine that popped up was Unity engine. I picked that up, made few games, learned, did that again, then understood what networking is, how multiplayer games work, then how to use some solution that are already pre-made for Unity engine, and then how to get your own custom, networking solution like Node.js or other games. And then you have to, like, instead of Node.js, you replace it by some Solana or some other things, and then you make some kind of wrapper things amongst them all. So that's like the way to long road. But yeah, if anyone have any questions regarding this, feel free to drop me a text anywhere. Dude, we're not talking
Okay,
scams. Come on.
I guess
Is
this
Unreal
brings.
Engine
Oh,
5.0
there's
Web3 based? Nope, not exactly. So Web3 is something you integrate on the later stages. Okay, so first okay, let's talk about this in terms of gaming. So let's assume you have a game, like I have my game planning coming soon. So there are very simple games, right? So you have a game, okay? That game is made. You made some in-app purchases. You made some skins. You made some exclusive skins. You have a proper store. You have everything, right? Then you decided that okay, instead of availing this skin to the masses, I'm gonna just have some certain number of it. That's where you incorporate Web3 to it to add the ownership of those 100 skins, if you get it. Otherwise, I'm free for text anytime. So,
Also, like you mentioned, that after today's session, we would be super confused or super clear about it. For me,
exactly,
if I would interpret uh, your presentation and also, according to me, like it web is like metaverse is like an open world game, but you are the character, right?
exactly.
And it's totally
So,
virtual.
yeah, so basically, I personally go by the living. You are the main character of your own world.
Yeah.
So yeah, just follow that. That is what metaverse is exactly. That if you want to put it into like crux, live your world like you're the main character, and that what metaverse is, just on internet.
Okay, I guess this brings us to the closure of the session. Does anyone have any questions left? I guess the questions were very like interactive. You took the questions during the PPT,
Yeah.
so
So
it
yeah.
should
So
be
like
super clear for our audience.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. So let's end this with like lots and lots of what's a stand on five fire chain. Like I'm not gonna comment on that thing because that's not something I can comment on. I can comment on metaverse if you want to, but that's not my point to take. Okay. Again, if the PPT was okayish, react with one fire. If my skills were okayish, react with two fires. If the PPT was banger, let's go with three.
I can react like thumbs up. I can give a
Thumbs
thumbs up
up is
like
the
this.
standard, yeah. That's the standard for the
I
boys.
can't
But
make a fire with my hand. How would I do that?
of
I
course,
can
that's Illuminati.
like
Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Okay, yeah. Let's for the chat. Let's go with the fire.
yeah,
The fire equally stands for how much clear
yeah.
the things are. For
I
us, it's a
spammed
thumbs up.
yo.
Yeah, that's yeah. Yashas is super excited. Duffy is all good. Duffy says, "No, your presentation skills are bad. PPT was nice." Never mind, just joking. But again, yeah, more fire, guys. Come on, let's end with this on a high note, and lots of fires.
Yeah, there's fire in chat.
Yeah, fire
So
chat.
till the audience spam fire, I would just like to personally thank you for taking this session, this Qubit session, and
Thank you so
we.
much. Thank you so much for having me. Thank the
So,
mountain
do
team,
you have
Yash.
a like? Do you have a ending note to it? Like, कुछ तो होगा ending note to this PPT or so?
PPT note
What's
is
your ending
not
note?
there. So again, stay curious, discover your thing. You know, just work hard for everything. That's it. That's like my take on this one, or anything in life in general. That's it.
Okay, thank you for taking this session.
Okay.
Let's end it.
Bye bye.